Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV. £13 million bid Chelsea are willing to put on Ronaldo to get him this summer to Chelsea. They need a striker. Look, this situation, even with Jong, the situation with Jong is Barcelona still owe Frankie de Jong some of his wages, and this is why it's becoming even more of an issue to get, Frankie de Jong to Manchester United. Not just because, he wants to stay at Barcelona, not just because apparently Barcelona don't want to sell him and that he's not for sale. It's because they still owe him some of his wages, and this is going to be a very difficult deal to be done. And I keep saying it, it's going to take a while to get this deal done. But let's talk about Ronaldo, okay? Because I've been seeing a lot of people online tweeting about how if Ronaldo really loved Manchester United, why was he not aware how poor this club had been in the last, 6, 7, 8 years, the years after he left, why Man United have been so poor. And look, for me, when I answer that question, I want everyone to think about, okay, before they mention anything in terms of their personal opinion, because look, at this point, Ronaldo came after a season where we finished second. We bought Sancho and Varane. Look, he played with Varane before. In Ronaldo's head, he clearly thought there's potential in this team, but he really can't be that bad. I'm pretty sure he had bad things about Manchester United, about, how poor the club had been in the years after he left, how the standards have dropped, how even the situation with Mourinho, I'm pretty sure he heard about the situation with Mourinho and Pogba and all of these other players at Manchester United. I'm pretty sure he heard about it. But, Ronaldo being of a different mentality, thought, I'm going to go in there, these kids are going to listen to me. It's going to be exactly how it was when I was at Manchester United, when I was a young kid and I was listening to these older players. But clearly, it wasn't. Because, just look at the season. There were reports coming out that players weren't listening to Ronaldo, how, and a lot of people were saying, yeah, but Ronaldo, he's a bit arrogant, all of this. And I'm thinking, big man, this guy has won everything there is to win except for a World Cup, and these players are not listening to him. What are you on about? I don't get it at all. And I want to argue with these people about how if Ronaldo loved the club, why was he not aware of all the problems? What do you mean? What are you talking about? He came at a time, we got second in the league. Look, even under Rolly, we can argue about how poor Ollie was, before Ralph came in. But we finished second last season. I know Liverpool and Chelsea dropped off, but we still finished second. And there are star players in our team, the likes of Pogba, Bruno, obviously people like Luke Shaw. There's a bunch of players in this team that really deserve to be in a better team where they're going to win stuff. Sancho, when he was at Dortmund. Bruno is a fantastic player at his best. Pogba at his best is a phenomenal player. So when we talk about it, Rashford, again, another player at his best, is one of our best players. Ronaldo was clearly thinking, and look, it papered over the cracks, right? The season we finished second, it wasn't a perfect season. We scraped a lot of games. Ronaldo clearly wasn't aware of how bad it was, in my opinion. I do think that he was told how poor things were at Manchester United, but clearly he thought, look, for me, that shows even more of a reason why he came back for the love of it, because he clearly thought that there's something there. If it was that bad, he wouldn't have come back. He came back because he loves the club, and he knows that there's something there to be experimented with and to win trophies with all of these players. This is the reason why he came back. It's not because he thought, oh, this is a poor team, I'm not going to come back, or he was wondering how it was going to be. He came back because he loves the club, and that's what it was about. So in terms of Ronaldo, I think he needed to come back to Manchester United to really see what the problems were. And for me, he came back and he exposed a lot of these players out. A lot of these players have been exposed with Ronaldo's comeback. Really, Ronaldo coming back to Manchester United has just exposed every problem there is at Manchester United. So in terms of Ronaldo, I think he's going to sign for Chelsea, in my opinion. It might not be £13 million bid. I would say it's going to be around 20 million. I think they'll be willing to put on him. And look, his salaries are big. So in terms of Ronaldo, this Chelsea deal might well happen. And I have no idea how we are going to gather a striker, because we've got Martial. We're going to need Anthony at some point if Ronaldo leaves anyway. But 70 mil is an expensive one. Frankie de Jong, if it happens, it will happen. Malacia at left back we have. Martinez, that could happen in a few weeks. So look, at the end of the day, we're going to get some of these players. Ronaldo's probably going to go to Chelsea because, look, at this point, I said at the beginning of the season, everyone said if we don't get Champions League, he's not going to be here. He wants to win trophies. He's still got a couple of years left at the top of his career. He's not finished. And that's it. So in terms of this Chelsea, £13 million bid, again, I'll just argue with some of these people again. Why wasn't he aware of this if he loved the club so much? He loves the club. That's why he came back, because it was poor, right? It was poor. We all can accept that it was poor under Oli. Yes, we had some victory, some success. Got to the Europa League final, got second in the league. But really, Ronaldo came back for the love of the club. If he wouldn't have come back, really, it's because he would have known how poor it was at Manchester United, and he didn't believe in Manchester United. He came back because he thought there was something and because he loves the club. Regardless, we knew it was poor. We knew Ronaldo was probably not going to be a good signing because we weren't good. We were missing a midfielder. We were missing certain positions that, were a priority over Ronaldo. So I don't want to hear about how if Ronaldo loved the club, why, how was he not aware? I'm pretty sure he was aware, but he came back because he loves the club, and that's why, he's probably going to leave now because he recognises that's even worse than he thought. And he wants to stay in the Champions League, and that's it. So guys, let me know what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.